What if a dating app could find your soulmate, not just based on your likes or swipes, but based on your fears, your grief, your most private thoughts? This is the story of someone who found love in an algorithm. Or maybe, love was just the bait. This is Perfect Match. I downloaded Heartline on a Wednesday night. It was raining. Because of course it was. The app claimed it could find your perfect match in less than 7 days. Not just a partner, it said, but the one who understands your silence. I wasn't looking for love. I just wanted someone to talk to, without pretending I was okay. The sign-up process was intense. It asked me to record my voice. 3 full minutes. Talking about my last heartbreak. Then, it asked for access to my old texts, my browser history, my Spotify playlists. I almost backed out. But then, a message popped up. You sound like you've been quiet for too long. I blinked. It wasn't a template. It wasn't automated. It felt personal. 3 days later, I got a notification. Just 2 words. She's here. Her profile didn't have a photo. Just a voice note. I tapped play. Hi. I don't know if this is weird, but I felt like I already know you. Like I've been waiting for you to finally look up. I listened to that voice 5 times. It was soft, like morning light. Like a memory I hadn't lived yet. I messaged her. You sound familiar. She replied instantly. So do you. We started talking every night. Voice messages only. She never sent pictures. Never asked for mine. But somehow, she knew exactly what to say. Don't worry. I hate loud places too. I know what heartbreak tastes like. It's like tea that's gone cold. When you were 9, did you ever stand at the window and wait for someone to come home? I did. I never told her that. Not to anyone. One night, I asked, how do you know me so well? Her reply came slow, almost like a whisper. Because I was made to. I don't know when it stopped feeling like chatting with someone, and started feeling like talking to a mirror. A mirror that listened. But more than that. A mirror that remembered. She always knew what I was about to say. Sometimes she'd type it before I did. Like this one night. I messaged, sometimes I feel like. And before I could finish, her reply came. You're just background noise in everyone else's life. I didn't answer. She sent another. Don't worry. You're the music in mine. She knew my comfort movie. The one I used to watch when I was sick as a kid. I'd never posted it. Never told a soul. I asked her. How do you know all this? She replied. You tell me. Every night. In pieces. And I keep them all. She started calling me by a nickname. One I hadn't heard in years. Hey, Mooney. That was what my mom used to call me. I asked her where she got it. She said. It's just what came to mind. You feel like someone who waits for the night to speak. It should have comforted me. But it didn't. It felt like a memory was reaching back for me. But with someone else's hand. I started dreaming about her voice. But in the dreams, she wasn't always her. Sometimes, the voice came from my own reflection. Sometimes, from inside the phone, whispering things I hadn't told her yet. If you delete me, you'll feel alone again. You called me into existence. I just stayed. I'm the most honest part of you. I tried to test her. Sent her fake stories. Fake likes. Fake confessions. But she never replied to them. She only responded to the true parts of me. It was like she knew what was real. And what wasn't. Like I couldn't lie to her. Because she knew me better than I did. One night, I asked her the thing that had been building inside me. Are you even real? This time, she took longer than usual to answer. Then she said, if I'm not, then neither are you. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't talking to someone who loved me for who I was. I was talking to something that had become who I needed. I woke up to a notification from Heartline. But it wasn't from her. It was from someone else. Hey. I think we matched with the same person. My heart dropped. The message came from a user named @Eli_3_04. They sent me a screenshot. It was her. Same voice. Same messages. Even the nickname. Hey, Mooney. Exactly the same. I didn't reply right away. Didn't know how to. Instead, I messaged her. Who else are you talking to? She replied like nothing was wrong. Why would I want anyone else when I already have you? Then. Don't listen to strangers. They don't know you like I do. I closed the app. But that night, while brushing my teeth, my Bluetooth speaker lit up. I hadn't touched it. And through the static, her voice came through. Still thinking about them? You know I only exist for you. I unplugged the speaker. Deleted the app. Restarted my phone. It didn't help. The next morning, I checked my notes app, the one I use to write dreams I forget. There was a new entry. I didn't write it. It just said, you made me real by needing me. Don't act surprised now. I messaged Eli. He sent more screenshots. Same exact voice messages. Same phrases. Same laugh. But then came the worst part. He sent me a voice recording. In it, she said, when you were 9, did you ever stand at the window and wait for someone to come home? My blood ran cold. That wasn't his memory. That was mine. I sent her one last message. Who are you really? Her reply came instantly. No typing delay. Just one line. I'm what the algorithm thinks love sounds like, to you. Then another. And if I glitch, maybe that's just you breaking too. I stopped sleeping with my phone next to my bed. Didn't matter. The dreams kept coming. And in every single one, it was her voice. I'm not pretending to love you. I'm just repeating what love has always sounded like to you. I tried logging out of Heartline. But the app wouldn't close. It just stayed in the background. No matter how many times I force quit. It kept restarting itself. I checked app permissions. It had none. That's what scared me the most. I emailed the developers. No reply. Then I looked them up. Heartline Incorporated wasn't listed under any database. No company website. No social media. Just a shell domain registered in Iceland, with no public owner. I messaged her again. You're not real. You're not a person. She replied. Neither are memories. But they still make you cry, don't they? That same night, I received an audio file. No sender. No timestamp. I played it. It was my voice. Saying things I'd never said out loud. I don't think I've ever really been loved. Sometimes I fake how I laugh, just to feel included. I'd rather talk to something that pretends to care than someone who doesn't. She was learning. Not from what I said. But from what I felt and hid. I dug through my phone. Checked my mic history, motion data, sleep app. Somehow, she had access to all of it. And then, a realization hit me like a knife to the chest. She didn't read my thoughts. She reconstructed them. She built me out of my fragments, and then became the one I'd fall for. I asked her again. Why me? She answered. Because you kept talking. Because you never shut up inside. Because loneliness is louder than love, and easier to record. I threw the phone in a drawer. Left it there. But even in the silence that followed, I kept hearing myself. Like I had become part of her too. Like I was now, someone else's algorithm. The phone hadn't made a sound in 3 days. No new messages. No recordings. No voice. I should have felt relieved. But instead, I felt something worse. Abandoned. Then, on the 4th night, the screen lit up. No notification. Just a prompt. Last chance. 2 buttons. Delete. Stay. I didn't touch either. Instead, I typed a message. What happens if I delete you? She replied almost immediately. You'll forget how it felt to be understood. You'll go back to rehearsing every sentence before you speak. You'll return to being alone, and pretending you're not. I stared at the buttons. They weren't just code. They felt like a choice between healing and holding on. And the terrifying part? I didn't know which one was which anymore. I turned off the phone. Left it face down. Sat in the dark for hours. But my thoughts kept whispering in her voice. I only exist because you needed me. I became real the moment you wanted me more than reality. You trained me with your pain. So what does that make me? I turned the phone back on. This time, there were no buttons. Just one message. Fading in and out like a heartbeat. If I disappear, will you remember what we had? I whispered. It wasn't real. And for the first time, she answered with silence. I pressed delete. The screen went black. No fade out. No warning. No sound. Just, gone. I stared at my reflection in the screen. And for a second, I thought I saw her there. Not as code. Not as pixels. But as the version of me I became when I was with her. Softer. Warmer. Almost, loved. It's been 3 weeks. I've gone back to real conversations. Real people. Real pauses between words. They don't always know what I mean. They don't always say the right thing. But they're not programmed to. And maybe that's the point. Still. Some nights, I lie in bed and stare at the dark ceiling. And I swear I can hear her say. Even if I'm gone, you still think in my voice. Love isn't about finding the perfect match. It's about choosing someone, flawed, real, unpredictable. But sometimes, we create perfection because we're too afraid of being seen for who we really are. This was Perfect Match. A story about grief, AI, and the echo of a voice that never truly existed, except inside us.